Good afternoon, all. Today's session is for GNM Nursing first year students. The topic is first aid management of a foreign body in the eye, ear, nose, or throat. So, in today's session, we will discuss about what are the causes of foreign body, what are the signs and symptoms, and what is the first aid management of foreign body in the eye, ear, nose, and throat. So, what is a foreign body? As you all know, it is a object in a region where it is not meant to be, and it may cause harm by its only presence if medical attention is not sought. So it can be found in body part like eye, body organ like eye, ear, nose, and throat. First we will discuss about foreign body in the eye. What can be the causes? The causes are either the explosion, bomb explosion, the blowing wind, falling debris, or any accident with the tool, hammer, or the drill. So, what are the common objects that can enter the eye? These can be sawdust, eyelashes, dirt, sand, cosmetic also, contact lenses also, metal particles also, and the glass particles. So, what are the symptoms? There may be pressure or discomfort sensation in the eye, excessive blinking of the eye, there can be pain on looking at light, tears from the eyes, any redness or bloodshot eyes. Now, if the foreign object has following specific features, then there is a need of immediate emergency care. For example, if the foreign object contains chemicals, if the foreign object entered the eye at a high rate of speed, if it is embedded in the eye, if eye is bleeding, if the foreign object has sharp or the rough edges, or if casualty is unable to close his eyes, or you have performed the simple irrigation, means washing out the eye, but it is failed. So in these conditions, there is a requirement of immediate emergency care, and the casualty should be sent to the hospital as soon as possible. So if there is a foreign body in the eye, then what should be the first aid management? First, sit the casualty down facing towards the light. Then provide reassurance and advise casualty do not rub the eye. This is one of the things that you should be taught to the casualty. Do not rub your eye. Everyone has a tendency to rub the eye when something gets entered into the eye. But no, you should not rub the eye. Then stand behind the casualty and tilt the head of the casualty backward. Then use the finger and the thumb and then separate the eyelids and examine the eye. So first main important thing is reassurance of the patient, then provide a comfortable position to the client, and then examine the eye. What is the foreign object and where it is embedded. Now if the foreign body is on the conjunctiva, then you have to irrigate the eye with the clean water. But if the person has worn the contact lenses, then they should be removed before irrigation. Okay, and you have performed the irrigation means you will take a water in a glass or what appropriate any appropriate utensil which you can be used, like you can use the dropper also, medicine dropper also. So using clean water you will clean the eye. Then if the irrigation fails, lift the foreign body off using a moist swab or the damp corner of a clean handkerchief. So for example, you perform the irrigation, you wash out the eye with the clean water, but still the foreign body is there. Then you can use cotton swab which should be moist with the clean water, or you can use a clean handkerchief and it must be wet, its corner should be wet, and then you can lift the foreign body by using this. Now if it is suspected that it is underneath the upper eyelid, okay, then you have to ask the casualty to gently pinch the eyebrow and then pull the upper eyelid over the lower eyelid. So what will happen when the casualty will pull this upper eyelid over the lower eyelid, then it will dislodge this foreign body. But if this is failed, then person should do like blinking under the water, means under the running water he should do the blinking. But even though these first aid measures are unsuccessful, then you have to shift casualty to the hospital. So this was all about the foreign body in the eye, in which we learned what are the causes, what are the symptoms, and what is the first aid management. Next is foreign body in the ear. So what can be the causes? There may be voluntarily inserting objects into the ear. As you all know, the children have a tendency to insert the objects, okay, voluntarily. So these can be buttons, carry-on pieces, paper balls, beads, most commonly beads, seeds. These are observed. Then cotton and the toy parts. Then accidental, like the person is cleaning the ear and clearing out the earwax, so the cotton swab can be inserted into the ear. So in that case it will be accidental. Then the children who are playing in the yard, so insects can also enter their ear canal. Now sign and symptom may be earache, buzzing sound in the ear, irritation to the ear canal, discomfort sensation, then sensation of fullness in the ear, hearing loss, infection. The person may cough or attempt to clear the throat again and again. And if there is sharp object which is inserted into the ear canal, then bleeding may also occur. Now what is the first aid management? First you have to examine the ear. First step of any foreign body which is embedded in the eye, ear, nose and throat, first you have to examine that body part. Then if it is visible or not. If it is visible, then you can try to remove it and you can use the tweezers, but do carefully. Do not try poking at the ear. Do not try to remove the object with force. Then you can also do tilt the head to the affected side so that object can fall out. And if you suspect that there is an insect which has been inserted into the ear, you can pour few drops of oil, warm oil, not very hot, then vegetable oil to kill it, but oil should not be used in any other case. If the object is not visible, then immediately send casualty to the hospital. So this is the first aid management of the foreign body in the ear. Now there are some do not things, like do not push finger or safety pins into the ear or pencil. Do not strike the head to dislodge the object. Some people may do like striking the head so that it will dislodge. No. Do not shake the child. Do not block any discharge which is coming from the ear, and do not try to clean the ears or remove the earwax. Now next is foreign body in the nose. Now any object which get stuck in the nose, it may be inhaled in the lungs, it can block the airway, it can also dislodge and can go into the mouth or the esophagus, or the person may also swallow it. So it is very common in the children. Now it can be like voluntary by children while playing or any trauma. For example, the child fall down during playing and there were some objects which were placed in the surface area where they were playing, so that object may get inserted into the nose. What can be the objects that can be act as a foreign body in the nose? Like marbles, seeds such as peas, beans, crayon pieces, erasers also, cotton, beads and buttons also. Then the symptoms will be dyspnea, pain, nose bleeding, epistaxis, choking. Choking means severe difficulty in breathing because of some obstruction. The person will be unable to speak and infection can also occur. So in that case, what is the first aid management? First, reassure the casualty. Provide comfortable position because the person will have a difficulty in breathing. Then make the casualty to breathe through his or her mouth because nose is obstructed because of that foreign body. So in order to aid the nurse can ask the casualty to breathe through the mouth. Then if the object is visible, only in the cases that it is visible and partially out, you can try to remove it with the tweezers. But if does not come out, then push it further. Sorry, if it does not come out, then do not push it further. Okay. If the object is deep, then pinch the clear side of the nose closed and then ask the casualty to blow the nose very hard several times so that it will get out. Then seek medical help immediately. So we discuss about the first aid management of the foreign body in the nose. Next is foreign body in the throat. So as you all know, children who are less than 4 years of age, they have a tendency like they will put everything in their mouth. So they are in the greatest danger of choking on small objects like nuts, seeds, carrots, toy parts, batteries, grapes, hot dogs, that is a meal, then pebbles, buttons and the coins. Now what can be the most common symptoms that may indicate a child has inhaled a foreign body? So there may be choking or gagging when the object is first inhaled. There can be coughing. There can be wheezing. Wheezing is a whistling sound and it is usually be made when the child is breath out. Then voice changes. So these are the signs and symptoms in which you will know that yes, the person has a foreign body in the throat. And these symptoms occur immediately like coughing or choking or voice changes or wheezing sound. Now what is the first aid management? First, you have to assess the patient. Okay, if person is able to cough, then you should ask the person to cough, to keep coughing so that that object may come out from the throat. But if the person is choking, he can't talk, he can't cry or he can't laugh forcefully, then there is a approach, 5 and 5 approach, okay, which is recommended by the Red Cross. What is that? 5 and 5 approach means give 5 back blows, give 5 abdominal thrust which are called Heimlich maneuver, then alternate between 5 blows, 5 thrust. We will discuss about this back blows and the abdominal thrust. This is the image showing the 5 back blows and then 5 abdominal thrust. In the picture of 5 abdominal thrust, you can see the person has grasped his neck in a cross sign. This is a sign of choking only. Now what are back blows? What you have to do for providing back blow is stand to the side and just behind the choking adult. Okay, but if the casualty is the child, then you have to kneel down. Okay, then place one arm across the person's chest for the support. Okay, stand behind the patient, then place one arm across the person's chest. Then ask the person to bend at the waist level. Okay, now deliver 5 back blows between the person's shoulder blades with the heel of the hand. So you will use your heel of the hand and give back blows between the patient's shoulder blades. Next is abdominal thrust, Heimlich maneuver. So in that also stand behind the person, place one foot slightly in front of the other for the balance. Other is for the casualty leg. Then wrap arms around the waist. Then tilt the person forward slightly. But if there is a child, then you have to ask the person to kneel down. You have to kneel down behind the child. Then make a fist with one hand. Position is slightly above the person's navel. So this is where you have to place your fist above the person's navel. Then grasp the fist with the other hand and press hard into the abdomen with a quick upward thrust, as if you are trying to lift the person up. So this is all about the abdominal thrust. You have to stand behind the person, then grasp the person's waist, then place a fist above the person's navel, then grasp it with your other hand, and then press hard with a quick upward thrust. If the casualty is pregnant or the obese, then you have to place your hand or your fist in the center of the chest rather than in the abdomen. Now, if the casualty has become unconscious, then what you have to do, you have to lay the person on the ground and you have to assess the mouth area. If that object is visible, then you have to use your finger and sweep the object out with the help of the finger, but do not push it deeper into the airway. But even though you have done all these efforts and the foreign object is not visible and it is not out and the person is unconscious, then you have to check the responsiveness of the patient and perform CPR immediately. Now, that was in case when you have to provide the Heimlich maneuver to the casualty. But what if you have also get the foreign object in your throat? You are alone. Now then you can also perform this maneuver by yourself. So what you have to do? You have to place a fist slightly above your navel. Grasp your fist with the other hand and bend over the hard surface. Here you can use the chair. Then you have to shove your fist inward and the upward. See, in this diagram you can see the person is alone. He is providing abdominal thrust to himself. He has made a fist and then grasp it with the other hand, and he has placed this use the chair, and then he will push it harder upward so that the foreign object get out from the throat. So I will share you the videos of the back blows and the abdominal thrust, and this is all about what we have studied today, the first aid management of the foreign body in the eye also, ear also, nose also, and the throat also. Thank you.